We are deeply honored that you've come here today, and I'm particularly honored because, of course, today is Eid, the end of Ramadan. In a very short conversation we had in the car, His Excellency said on Eid he's usually visiting all his friends in Fiji. Now he'll be able to go back and say, no, he celebrated Eid in Geneva this year. So welcome and Eid Mubarak to you. In relation to His Excellency, I think he's no stranger to any of us. But I do want to say a few things, and I'm sure this is going to embarrass him deeply, but he'll just have to put up with it. The first is that His Excellency is a deeply loved person in Fiji. There's no doubt about it. Everyone you speak to, they have so much affection for His Excellency. He really does represent the unity of the state, and he is loved by people of all communities and of all religions. So that is something I think we all know. The second really important thing I think I should mention today is that His Excellency has just been honored by UNAIDS. He is Fiji's HIV/AIDS ambassador, and as Fiji's HIV/AIDS ambassador, he has done so much for those people who suffer from HIV/AIDS and the families of those people, because as you know, stigma is a big problem in relation to the fight against AIDS. His Excellency almost single-handedly has tried to change the attitudes of people. You can change the law very easily, but it's much harder to change the hearts and the minds of people. In Fiji, His Excellency has taken it upon himself to change people's attitudes. One of the things he jokingly tells us is that he always carries a condom with him. And of course, that is not a small matter. It's about changing the attitudes of people towards talking about sexual taboos, which in turn will change people's sexual behavior and is so important in the fight against AIDS. So he was honored by UNAIDS in Melbourne only last week. And of course, the matter was televised and so on in Fiji, but perhaps in Geneva people were not aware. So it's a matter of great pride to me to congratulate you, Your Excellency, on this most significant award. Not only does it recognize you, but through you, Fiji is recognized. And in Geneva, we know that we are increasingly looking at ways to recognize Fiji and to put Fiji on the global map. So congratulations and thank you for your efforts for Fiji. The last thing I wanted to say about His Excellency is that he is gym mad. And in fact, I'm more used to seeing him at the gym than I see him in official life. And of course, he's very fit. As you know, he does a lot of exercise. And at the gym, he behaves just like an ordinary person. He's a very humble and down-to-earth person. So I hope that you take the opportunity today to talk to him, and you will realize he's got a lot of very, very good stories to tell, and I hope that you are honored to hear some of them. So welcome, Your Excellency, and to all members of your delegation also, welcome to Geneva. I hope you enjoy the short time that you have with us, and that you take this opportunity to meet the other Fijians who are here, and all the friends of Fiji who are here also. So thank you, and I now ask His Excellency just to address us.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency, for your very kind words of welcome. For me, it's a great honor to be here in Geneva. Now, being in Geneva here, I'm here for two reasons. One is because this is our newest embassy, and it's been my task over several years now to visit all the embassies, and I thought I'd take the opportunity this time, since I was coming to the Commonwealth Games, to come and visit the embassy here. But when I say that, I want to say as well that very few people are given the opportunity to open an embassy or to be there to do the groundwork for opening an embassy. She's one, and I was a second secretary, and Raman Nair, the late Raman Nair, we opened up the embassy in Australia, in Canberra. So when we were there was just the three of us. Was Raman Nair, Papa, his wife, and myself. So I was the driver, second secretary, do all this, and we're doing all that and setting things up. But everybody helped us out there, and there's many stories about what used to happen. But for someone to set up an embassy in country is a very demanding task, as you well know, because they expect you to, once you get on the ground, to function like an embassy that's got a staff of 10 and what's that, and I'm sure you've experienced that. But the part of our visit here is part of this long journey that we started. We came from Fiji, went to Melbourne for the HIV/AIDS conference, and we were there for 2 days, and then had to leave to go up to Glasgow. Attended the opening of the games. Were there watching some of the events. Then we went down to Brussels. I had every intention of going to Brussels because I had already made arrangements when I visited London, and the late ambassador Bode and his wife came and visited me in Brussels, in London, and I told them that I would come and visit him in Brussels. And when he came to Fiji recently, he reminded me, and I said to him I would come and visit. But the old man upstairs interfered with our plans and took him away. But I thought I should not only go and visit the family who had been in Fiji, and I'd seen them there, and they were coming back to Brussels to pack. I managed to get there the day that they arrived in Brussels. So we had a good Chalanoa, and I also wanted to give the embassy a boost, because as you know, when an embassy is a very intimate organization, and you work together as a team, and the embassy only works if everybody works together. Small organization, and it's the front line of the Fiji's foreign policy. So we parted with them today. We came here, and we're with you today. And tomorrow I'll see the ICRC, the Red Cross people, because we have a close association with them. And yesterday I had gone from Brussels to visit the cemeteries in Brussels, in those cemeteries of Fiji soldiers who died in the First World War. And I went and visited those, and the ones in Calais as well. And it's a part of the history of Fiji that we've accepted, but we have not done quite so much about it, and I intend to change all that. And I was received by the mayor in both Calais and in Ipa, and they were very grateful that I'd arrived. And sadly, I'm the first head of state from Fiji, Governor General or President, to have visited that. And it had to be done on the 100th year of that. But I'm glad that I've done it, and we've made that connection. Now, after leaving here, I'll go down to London, visit the London Embassy, and also call on the St. John's ambulance. As you know, I'm the patron of St. John's in Fiji. As well, I will call on the Commonwealth Ex-Servicemen's League. The Commonwealth Ex-Servicemen's League, we're part of that. And when the head of that and he chairs one of the meetings, the two meetings held every year, one in one of the embassies and one at Buckingham Palace. And when it's held at Buckingham Palace, it's chaired by the Duke of Edinburgh. And he's the head of the Commonwealth Ex-Servicemen's League. When we I was told by those who were there, when I turned up in London to be ambassador, and I was asked to represent Fiji on the Commonwealth Ex-Servicemen's League, they told me that when there had been the coup in Fiji in 1987, and they had the meeting of the council at Buckingham Palace straight after that, and when it came to other business, one of the members said, I have a question. Now that Fiji is out of the Commonwealth, is it out of the Ex-Servicemen's League? And the Duke of Edinburgh said, no question about Fiji being out of the Ex-Servicemen's League. Next item. Just like that. So that's why I'm going to go and pay a call on them. They've worked in closely with us. All the poppies that we get in Fiji over Remembrance Day are sent by them. But then I'll go back to Glasgow for the final events of the games, and also attend the closing ceremony. But in line with my visit to the cemeteries, there will be in Glasgow on the 4th the memorial service for those countries of the Commonwealth that participated in the First World War. So that was the reason why I visited the grave. It would look foolish if I went there and someone said, have you ever been across there? I at least would tell them, yes, I've been. So that is the part of why I'm going from one country to another and going backtracking again to Glasgow. I'll be seeing several heads of state there. I think the Australians will be there, and the New Zealanders, and several of the others. But then from there, I'll head home. And I no doubt you'd have the same experiences here, but as I said, the success of an embassy is the team. Of course, you have the ambassador to lead, but the team is the thing. And here, the good thing about setting up here, they've been expecting us to be here for some time, been expecting us. And now that we're here, we can work in with them. And I don't have any doubt, with her capabilities, Fiji is going to make a mark in Geneva. Don't have any doubt about that.